So hello and welcome everybody. This is Bitseven channel and we're here today with you where I have an online streaming session. And today we're gonna discuss many interesting things, maybe play some intraday, have some real-time trades and show you different cryptocurrency trading strategies. Previous stream we had interesting experts, two Andres. They were keen to share their experience on trading, their life experience, and they showed us two different approaches to trading. One kind of like a safe one, and the second more risky. So today I'm here with you. My name is Alex, and today with me is another friend of mine. His name is Vasily. Vasily, you're welcome.
Good day.
Vasily, just tell us something about what's your experience in cryptosphere.
Well, actually, I'm a new attendant. I'm a rock in the world of crypto trading, in the world of blockchain. However, I found myself that I'm very interesting in these things. I have a lot of something to learn, something to get news. That's it.
Oh, so you kind of new to cryptosphere, I guess.
little
I think many of our viewers are actually making their way in cryptosphere. So maybe it kind of be interesting for them just how a guy like you start his way, start his trade. Uh, what was your first what were your first steps in learning crypto?
That happened very occasionally. A friend of mine told me that you are able to get some trade, some monies in these ways in the trading, and I began in forex. I started to trade there. Something was good, something not good. However, that's it. That was my experience.
So you kind of new to crypto trading, but not new to trading at all. So you have forex experience.
Yes, that was my beginning.
And what currencies did you trade?
Uh, USA dollars
USD to
to
euro,
to
yes,
ruble.
and to ruble.
Mhm.
Okay. And only those, not
Yes.
no Japan. No, British pound. Okay, so kind of similar experience to me because I also started from forex. Yes, pretty much the same, trading the traditional pairs, and somehow I managed to get to a new crypto field.
How did you get there?
Mm, well, actually, I had a lot of interest in technology, in IT, in what's new on the market, and crypto assets were so much promoted that it eventually dragged my attention.
So, Alex, tell me, do you believe that cryptocurrency has big future?
I think they have big future, and I think that it's the only future we will see actually, because I think I remember that one expert, some millionaire, he was talking about that in some future, maybe like in 10 years to 12, 20 years. Uh, Digital currencies will replace traditional fiat money. I don't think that they will replace completely. Yes, because there's room, a place, a need for fiat money. But I think that digital currencies will be a huge part of economy, like they will be on par with traditional fiat money, and we will see it in a pretty short time, like maybe 10 years, 15 years. I think it's just how things go.
Alex, I have such an interesting question. When I got learned about blockchain technology, about cryptocurrencies, and also most about blockchain. Do you believe that in the future it will get us possibility to get voting, for example, and to get some laws using blockchain technology? Is it possible in the future? How do you think about it?
Blockchain technology for what you said?
Blockchain technology is decentralized, right?
Yes.
And many people can connect,
Yes.
but not seeing each other, and not they don't need the government control. Okay?
You mean what are the prospects for decentralization and
Yes,
anonymity?
Yes, it is.
Well, that's kind of like two different processes going on. The first initial one is like kind of in a crypto community, especially people who were at the beginnings of cryptosphere, they all worship decentralization. They all worship anonymity and like we had a video on this. It was a group in America called Cyberpunks. No, Cypherpunks. Yes, Cypherpunks. Uh, those people made a manifesto, and this manifesto was actually used by Satoshi Nakamoto to implement in his code or something like this. Uh, and it it's like a legend. Like Satoshi Nakamoto was influenced by cypherpunks, and these guys they were dreaming about society which is free of government control, free of personal control, like something totally opposite to 1984, like like in some exaggeration.
Do you think government like such thing like blockchain technology?
Such initiative?
Yes. What is their behavior to that relationship?
Well, I think it's different. At first, many governments were afraid and were very cautious, and many still stay on this position. But generally, well, I think most progressive governments understand that eventually we'll have no choice. Digital economy
Will appear.
yes, will appear, and no matter what. So it can appear like a black market, like a controlled sphere, or it can appear like a part of digital economy. And I think such countries as USA, Canada, Malta, by the way, and some countries from Africa also, they are ready to accept that, but they are cautious. They're cautious because it's sure there are a lot of risks for their national currencies. So they are cautious in this, but this is okay. This is just kind of.
So, Alex, I have another question. Can you place in a row blockchain and cryptocurrency with such revolution steps in the humanity history, such as steam engine, manufacture electricity, and then motor engine, and whether it will be cryptocurrency, whether it will be fifth wave of our progress. Progress waits nobody, right?
Yep. Well, it's kind of a big statement, a big statement. I'm not sure if it can be put in this role, because by the way, blockchain
Volatile.
technology is part of IT,
Yeah.
informational
Ah,
era.
Also, excuse me for my
Yeah, yeah,
disturbing you. As far as I know, but in our planet, there is a more 7 billion population
Mhm.
people. However, only just 1 billion, more than one
Golden billion, yes.
has entrance into the internet. How can we get to? We need to broad internet around the world, right? So it's the next step of blockchain, right?
Well, yes, maybe not people in the world have access to internet, but they are influenced by internet anyway. So, like, for example, the not everybody have internet, but the TV is now or is translated in digital format, and so on and so on. So you you cannot exclude them from the digital economy anyway. And returning to your first question, you see blockchain has a big potential for transforming our society, because decentralization can actually mean more independency from centralized structures like banks, government, financial regulators, and so on. And who knows what it will bring to the future world. Uh, it also depends how this or how this organs of financial regulation will react to this. Will they resist, or will they accept that? And actually, there's a tendency for in the Western world for like government should should keep the only the should provide only functions of safety uh, and basic regulations and
Total control.
no, it's like opposite of total control. So it like people in Western world think that government should only execute functions of providing safety and basic regulations, and every other functions should be provided by private companies. So it's like government being a night watch, so called. And technology is providing a means for that. So also you may have heard about like smart government technologies, like polls, which are also election technologies based on blockchain, and etc., etc. Blockchain technology provides means for that, for decentralization, and who knows what it will lead to.
Well, our history gave us two big directions of people formations. It was socialism and capitalism. Which way do you believe blockchain belong to? Which determination is most? How do you think?
Well, I think it has. I think it belongs to both.
50-50.
Yes. Well, kind of. Socialism was never implemented the right way. The right way it was intended to, and there are many arguments about this. Mm, I think. Well, socialism is kind of dangerous word, because not many people understand that socialism and communism is not the same, and that socialism actually was intended to be an equality for like providing basic needs for everybody, and it's very complex thing, but I think that blockchain technology can actually uh, provide provides more like distance, make more distance from how would I say, it can help protect like make more person more independent from
Well, I think that blockchain was created by capitalists, but it most look like socialism, right? Because there is no fees, no control. Most people can get peer-to-peer
well,
technology.
it's kind of have the same the features of both because it yes, as you said, it has no fees and no control. It's like yes, more well, kind of no control is more like capitalism, like a free market and so on. It's kind of yes, it you know, it's kind of it have like more spirit of socialism, a spirit of equality of people being equal, but they, I mean, equal, like they have no controlling central organs like over them. Yes, so in that sense, it's kind of have some spirit of it.
Alex, when I was learning new information about cryptocurrency, about the world of blockchain trading, and I had get many such articles that it is another kind of pyramids, another kind of scam. Uh, what do you think about it? Whether it will be some when just collapse and many people lost will lose their money, whether it will be or not.
Well, I think that, of course, every coin has two sides, and if you have such benefits as decentralization, and that means no control, and like anonymity, and that means just a good opportunity for scammers and fraud and so on. It's like the same side of the coin, and I think it's not a big deal because, uh, well, in my opinion, we can between the dot coms and blockchains is you can draw a big parallel because many things that were applicable to dot coms is applicable to are applicable to blockchain, and
Survive only best.
yes, survival the best, and also dot coms also were. There were also a lot of scamming and bubbles and people who were raising funds and just
But
disappearing in the
from
void.
that time, we have Google, we have
Yes,
Apple, and
yes.
another things that our days we cannot imagine our life without this.
Yes, it transformed the world, and I think blockchain technologies and digital cryptocurrencies will walk the same path. So they, yes, a lot of scams, a lot of fraud, but eventually, uh, s- eventually, people will manage their way to really trustable companies, trustable partners. Um, for example, like Bitseven.com, as you mentioned, we are here today talking about. So I think it's just a matter of time. You need the time for all the bubbles to break up. You need the time to for uh, for government to make some regulations, uh, kind of regulations that should be free enough to keep up with the spirit, but to protect from the laundering and protect from frauding schemes and so on. I think the market will learn. So it's kind of like collective memory. So when just everybody learns how to how to distinct the floating companies from the good ones. Yes, needs some time.
Well, do you believe Satoshi Nakamoto is a genius?
Um,
Whether he is a real man, but not just a phantom?
well, it's a good question. I'm not sure if he's a real man. Uh, and as you know, many people claim that about
It's like
claim that they're
in Russia
yes.
history also Dmitry first one
Yes, they claim to be Satoshi Nakamoto, and it's very like a dark story about the real personality. Uh, my opinion that he is genius in sense like he provisioned the future. Like I, well, Bitcoin is of course a very complex thing in terms of technology. It's really involves some mathematics and cryptography, and it's really complex technological thing. But I think real genius uh, can not only do the mathematics, do the programming, but he can see in the future. He can see that this cryptography stuff is kind of will change the world. And in that sense, of course, he's genius. Yes.
like Leonardo da Vinci, Steve Jobs, others.
Well, not Leonardo da Vinci, but like Steve Jobs, maybe kinda. Yes.
Well, that's fine. So I think my question had to end. Maybe you have maybe you have question. You fulfill my curiosity, and
Okay.
I'm very glad that you gave me such a big interview.
Thank you. Okay, I want to discuss some recent
So,
events with you.
okay.
So, let's see what we have. Um, hmm. So, uh, the recent news came that Pantera Capital raised $160 million and told some information about the bottom of the Bitcoin price. Um, to keep it short, the venture capital firm Pantera Capital raised another $160 million for their investment in digital projects. So they're famous for uh, uh, they invest in different market segments like finance, payments, stock exchanges, and also in private blockchain solutions and infrastructure. Um, and interesting that the company participated in $182 million backed financing round with together with Microsoft, Boston Consulting Group, and others. Um, so and they kind of get another and they successfully raised another investment. What do you think? Does it mean that institutionals are pretty safe and sound about Bitcoin? They believe that digital investment is a good thing to do.
Yes, of course, it's always good to invest something new that will be useful for the people. But it seemed to me like just look like a whale movement, maybe like this. Maybe
So you think like whales started moving at
yes.
last? Yes. Well, market waits for that. Market waits for that for whale to start moving, and everybody wants, of course, a price to go up. What's your opinion? I think you read a lot of analytics and you're keep the hand on the pulse of what's going on. How do you think? Will we see the price like maybe 5,000 or even higher?
Yes, it may be.
And in what terms?
Uh, Excuse me, what?
How long will it take?
Uh, it depends on many things that can happen around the world. Also, maybe really whales can make another move and price can get higher or get not so
You're
high.
like real expert. You always answer it depends.
Yes, of course.
Uh-huh. My personal opinion that yes, we will see a price over 5,000, but how long will it take? I think it's the main question is when SEC will approve the ETF. It's now and backed platform also that was mentioned here. By the way, so backed platform, as I already mentioned, it raised money with from Microsoft, Boston Consulting Group, and many other institutionals. So it means, well, it's like maybe, well, it's an evidence that big institutionals believe in BACT, and when it will be fully opened, I think it will raise a huge volumes of money. It will be operating huge volumes of money, and that means digital assets will go up, not only Bitcoin. Okay, what news do we have for?
Well, Alex, you know, I noticed that in English language there is two words that has some relation sense: profit and profit. Profit is when you trade and you win. You It is your profit, and profit. There is difference just only in one letter. It's the man who predict the future, and I think that's funny when you are really real profit.
Yes, it's
you can predict whether the price gets
yeah. By the way,
higher.
guys, yeah.
If we knew about Pantera, about Bactu, I think we shouldn't be here. We just get all our capitals in that, put in that, and just waiting.
Well, the real profits were the guys who bought it before the price raised to 18,000s. Well, like Bitcoin.
What about crisis 2008? Stock real estate crisis that collapsed from America and spread around the world. Whether that's a real profit, yes, that could predict it will happen.
Well, you ask if it was predictable.
One man believed that it is possible. Not only one. There were four men. Almost at once they could predict that, and they get real money. They sold, and from the beginning they buy swaps, and then they sold them and get rich just at once.
Yes, like playing, trading on the opposite direction.
People around them tell them you are crazy. The market of real estate of America, it's like a kind of fortress. It will never collapse. What are you doing? But they found.
Oh, it's not a fortress.
But they could be able to find hole in such a big system.
Well, it's never been a fortress, and actually, I think for any understanding adequate person, it's pretty much clear that markets of modern markets are filled with many risky instruments, derivatives like complex indices, and also real estate market is also much overflown with this kind of stuff, complex assets uh, from loans on different estates, and this estate is passed through many hands, uh, and it's sold over and over. And if you look at this situation, you understand that this is not a fortress. Of course, it's like you. Yes, it's pretty much safeguarded by the funds, by the hedging insurance, yes, by some government help and so on. But of course, it's not something like stable for ages. And yes, it takes like some. Uh, you should be a visionary to tell the exact date when it will happen. But it's kind of not like something that can happen at all. Yes.
However, I think the fault of that is was from banks and their um, hunger.
Hunger. Yeah.
Hunger. However, government did not try to drain banks. They helped. They saved banks because banks it is a fund of governments.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also depends on government policy because, as I already told, in Western world, governments try to keep away from strict regulating the market. I remember who was that economist, Casey. Like Keynesianism, it's like when you regulate markets in the direct mode.
Okay, it was
Oh,
very
yes, it was nice to have a talk with you. See you later.
See you
Yeah.
again. Thank you.
So Vasily left us, and uh, I just gonna add my thoughts. It was a guy Casey, and Keynesianism is when you regulate markets straight away, like. But many people, many functionaries, they just stand for another position, for the opposite position, that you should not be regulating market in like direct management. And so they gave some room for the banks to play with derivatives, play with complex assets, with like not transparent loans and so on. It's all eventually led to real estate crisis. And so uh, it's already like uh, economists and managers, they collect experience, they make their lessons, learn their lessons. So I think in case of blockchain, it will not be. I think we can escape such crisis because everybody is so cautious, maybe even over cautious than they should be. So, and let's hear what another news we have. Yeah. Uh, CEO of Mastercard and Fargo expressed opinion that uh, that blockchain has to prove the hype around it. So, what does it mean? The big traditional company who is involved in money transactions is a little bit skeptical about blockchain, and they say that its use in business has not yet been fully proven. So, what do we get from it? I think that it's not a big thing. I think that it's not something like they're skeptical about mass adoption, but maybe mm, by this they are protecting their interests because you know it is very well known that Bitcoin is very suitable for transactions, especially country international transactions, and they can compete in this with the Mastercard. They can compete with Mastercard, and so Mastercard CEO, of course, says that Bitcoin has to prove something. It's kind of funny. And yes, he also said that fundamental technologies are very interesting, but they unfold very slowly. So he thinks that like it's it needs time to be implemented at full power. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. Uh, there are a lot of actually big institutionals, big players on the market who think that they unfold pretty much fast, maybe faster than it should. Well, yes, and also uh, the general director at Mastercard said that I think blockchain may be a attractive thing, but a specific business model has yet to be proven. Well, yes, when everybody will find the good, stable business models for blockchain, I think that will be a real bang. That will be a real bang because uh, everybody and especially big whales of the market will know how it works, and it will be a huge race of volumes, I think, and of capitalization for Bitcoin and other assets. So, and what are interesting news for today? We have we have it was in news. Yeah, some news about hotel and chain car dealership for VIPs will start accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum. So more and more companies accept Bitcoins, accept Ethereum, accept other digital assets. Is it a good thing? Yes, for mass adoption is a good thing. Uh, it is a five-star hotel dollar in Zurich and Castle Automotive chain in Italy. And you can pay for their services with BTC or ETH. That's reported by Fine Use. Um, so it's mass adoption is inevitable. So everybody, guys who have now a long position for Bitcoin, I think it's a good sign for you. You just have to have patience, and keep an eye for your stop loss and cut loss. Because this mass adoption and raising of Bitcoin will take some time. Nobody knows what exactly time it will it will take. So you just be patient, keep an eye not to hit a stop loss. So that's were the news for today. You can watch the full news on our YouTube channel. Uh, they will come out today, and maybe something will come out tomorrow. So that was the news for today, and here we are with our chart. Let's have a look at the charts. And what do we have? For those of you who don't know, we are trading at bitseven.com. It's a very convenient and modern, safe platform. I'm here in my account, and let's have a look at the Bitseven chart. So let's turn on the 1 hour scale, and what do we see? Yep. Yes, we see well, the general trend of today is flat, and oh no, it's not today, it's like yesterday. Yes, yesterday was a completely flat, and now it is flat and up movement. Kinda interesting. And in the big picture, so we see like that's from 22nd to 25 it was complete flat, then a big drop down, some compensation, then again drop, then compensation, and it's again on that level. So it, well, we can actually make with this. So we clearly see that the up movements of the chart is pretty strong because it's broke through this level of the recent maximum. It's kind of positive thing. Like when it started at 12 o'clock GMT. Well, it's maybe 27, 29. Actually, it's very interesting to know if maybe some news came out, but actually I don't know what news can influence this kind of thing. Well, this compensation is kind of like it's a sign of an even struggle. It's not something like it's not big, just it's deep, and this deep passed out. It's the bears like Bulls win again. But then this race over this line, and especially this recent up movement, um, kind of interesting, guys. Maybe if you know some news that may be a cause for this movement, type in the chat. By the way, you can type everything you want in the chat, just any questions, any proposals, any investment ideas, maybe, who knows. So let's have a closer look. It's kind of interesting because Bitcoin behaves in such way that it kind of moves in steps. So it keeps a level, then it drops down, then it keeps a level again, then a short race, it keeps a level, a short race, and maybe it will keep a level. So it's more preferable to trade in a more long position. Yep. So let's have a look on the 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah, pretty much. I've noticed that already, that it has a tendency for flats, like short raise or drop, then flat. Short raise or drop, then flat. It shows that the struggle between bears and bulls is pretty much even. Well, it's not very convenient for traders, not very good situation, and it's like not very good character of movement, by the way, because like drawing because if you have that nice clear parabolas, it's much more convenient to trade on this style with this character. Well, it's flat and volatility is so low. Like, what's the range of this? 10 to 22. Well, just range slightly above the commission. Let's return. dropped. Well, generally, my prediction that the buying position would be preferable. I think it has a good chance to go up because it's the level of resistance for a few days have been broken, so you can't expect the up movement, but I just see a lot of corrections, a lot of bounces down, so mm, how much is this? 44. So I think we can expect a movement at least for this much. So if we can buy here, I think we can expect it to go at least here, and that would be a nice piece of share. Hmm. Let's have a look at this. So I think it's not safe to open a position right now. We have to wait for a little longer. Again, it's not my cup of tea to open position on the flat trends. But that's the character of Bitcoin, guys. But that's you can overcome this with playing in more long positions. Kind of challenge for me because long position, because when I I try to make something intra-hour, and it's pretty hard for me. Well, usually I open more long positions. So it's kind of personal challenges, but the character of the market is not good for the time moment. So guys, I think it will be a time for me to go. So I think next time I will show you some real trading. Well, let's summarize. We've talked about Bitcoins, about Bitcoin future, about Bitcoin adoption, and the general future of blockchain technologies. We had a nice talk with Vasily, and maybe the next time we will see Andrei or some other professional guys. So it was a pleasure talking to you. I hope you will be more active, typing something in the chat, because I really urge this. I really need you to bring me some feedback. So guys, it was a pleasure talking to you. My name is Alex. I'm the Bitseven leverage trading channel. So goodbye and have a nice day.